There we go.
Good morning. Oh wait, you don't even have like the background stuff, like
Oh,
the
he's
beach
got
or
it.
the.
No, it's playing.
You
The
have it?
beach.
It's playing right now.
Okay, let's redo it. Let's redo it.
No, this is
Redo
fine.
it.
This is a good. This is good. It's fine. It's fine.
Yeah,
Okay.
yeah, no.
Welcome
Good
to
morning, ladies
PMC
and
Podcast,
gentlemen.
episode 2.
Episode
Oh
2.
my god. Kill me.
Click the link. Comment down below if you want weekly episodes.
That's all we got.
All right. Well,
Alright,
guys,
we'll see you next week.
2019
Damn,
has
next
come
week
to a
is
close.
2020.
This is the last day of 2019. This is
It's
the last day of the
1:32
decade.
a.m. It's 1:32 a.m.
Yeah, we should document it. It's currently 1:32 a.m. Tuesday, December 31st, 2019. Technically
Okay,
the
okay.
last day of the decade.
I have a little game. I have a short little game
What's
that we
the
can
game?
play. We're all gonna describe 2019 in one word.
Okay.
Who wants to go first?
I don't remember anything that's happened this year.
Dude, I don't know. 2019 or the whole decade, you said?
2019.
Okay.
Regular,
2019. Fuck.
normal, regular.
That's my word.
Dude, we should try to think of one memory from each decade of each year of the decade.
That'd be crazy.
No, I cannot. My
I'd have
timeline
to,
is all messed up.
I have to figure out which grade I was in each year.
Mm-hmm.
Holy shit. 10 years ago,
We're in second grade, I think.
Jesus Christ. I could probably pick out a memory from each grade.
Yeah.
Not like a year. And even the grade thing might get rough. Here, I can start here. I'll start off from 8th grade. How about this? This is just like a weird 8th grade thing, right?
Okay.
Actually, no, this is completely random. But it's okay. I just thought about this funny story. Alright, so I had a friend in 8th grade. Let's name him Steve. Okay. Steve and I were best friends at one point. He's actually the first person, so my parents didn't really allow me to play Call of Duty or anything, but his parents did. So the first time I ever played Call of Duty Modern Warfare 2 was at his house. It was just, fun little memory. And so, Steven, or no, what was his name? Steve? Steve? So, Steve was a cool guy, alright? Popular kid, alright? Now, St. Hubert, it's a small school. There was about 50 kids in our grade. So, the amount,
50?
yeah. So, is that big or small? Is that why you're asking?
There's 23 in mine.
Yeah,
What?
there's 20 in mine.
What?
Yeah.
Mine's probably 49. Okay. Damn, that sucks. But anyway, so you guys know how the girl options are limited. Alright. So my friend Steve, he could get it in with some girls, This is 8th grade, we're kinda hitting that point where it's making moves. And so there was this one girl in our grade. I'm gonna just use her actual name because her name's kinda funny. Milka. It's milk with A at the end. Milka. She was nude this year.
Oh, they said she was nude.
No. So Milka was a little bit had some weight.
She was developed.
She had some slight weight. Additional weight, okay? We'll just say that. It wasn't extreme. It was just there was some additional weight. And it wasn't like I said, it wasn't ridiculous. It was just people talked about it a little bit. Alright, she was new, and she was kinda cool. People kinda made fun of her name. My friend group would would say, we wouldn't say it to her face, but we'd be like, milk a cow. Okay. Alright.
Genius.
We're just being funny. Now, Steve, me, and Milka are in last period English class together. Now, Steve has regularly discussed his dislike for Milka. Like, very unattractive, like, all the stuff, blah, 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 blah. We sat on the opposite sides of the room. I sat next to Steve, and Milka sat on the opposite side with her best friend. Okay. And Milka was kind of dirty. So she was a horny girl. Alright?
Goddamn.
They would play, I don't know if it was What Are the Odds or Truth or Dare on the other side. But the dares were always, like, weird to Steve. Like, for example, I specifically remember one was like Milka had to sit on his lap for like 3 seconds or something. And I'm like starting to, like, it was kind of like frequent, like random stuff like that. And I'm like, something's going on here. And yeah, Steve was like not stopping it. Every time something happened, he'd be like, dude, like, why are they doing this? Like, why is she doing this? She's like not attractive. I add Milka on Snapchat, right?
Instagram. Like recently or still back then?
No, back then.
Okay.
Now, I'm ahead of my time mentally, right? I know how to find out the truth from these idiot 8th graders. So, I'm not gonna say I manipulated it a little bit. Let's just say, Milka was kind of like getting into me.
Okay.
I gained the trust. And I
Milka?
found the truth. I was like, yo, what do you guys do in English class? Like, it's kind of weird. And he's like, out of nowhere, she was saying how in gym class one time, Steve followed her to the bathroom, and when she got out, they started making out, and Steve asked for a BJ. And like, if you did that with her, that was like reputation ending. Like holy shit! Like Steve really did that with Milka. And so this whole time, Steve's been lying to me, saying like, dude, like, what the fuck is like, what the hell? And I'm like, damn, I can't hide this. I gotta tell someone about this. But actually, I was like, I'm gonna ask him about it in person, in English class. So, the clock hits, we're in English class. Milka does another dumbass dare. And I'm like, dude, why does she always do that? It's kind of weird. And then he's like, I don't know, this is so weird, like, I don't want that at all. And I was like, oh, you don't want that at all. And I was like, yo, I swear, she told me about something about you guys during gym class. And his face, he froze up. And he was like, what? And I was like, no, she told me about the time where you guys, you followed her and like, kind of made out with her. And he's like, dude, and like being like Steve is Steve. Like Steve is like, you know what he said to me? He's like, I just wanted experience for high school. I was like, alright, you know what? Whatever. Just oh yeah. Also, so Mocha kind of like went so into me, like she drew a picture of me and her. It was weird. I wish I still had it. It was like us. It was like me laying down. It was like a top-down view. All right. As if like two people were laying side by side, and one of them's like flipped, so like their heads are close to each other, but their bodies are going in opposite directions. And this is what I played. Like I was like really good at fucking basketball. So she fucking drew her wearing my jersey, and I'm just sitting there with like a shirt on. And I remember at the 8th grade dance, she hugged me, and after she Snapchatted me, she's like, I wish you grabbed my ass. I was like, what?
Oh my god.
She was a freaky girl. It's just a random story. You guys have any weird stories like that?
8th grade?
Just any time. Oh, how about this? How about we completely switch this? Do you guys account? I don't know how you would say. I guess it would be a count. Or recollect your first time that you were like, damn, this girl is hot.
I don't.
Wait, like just like thinking about it, like first hookup.
I mean, if you have a first hookup story.
I mean, it's not really that interesting.
Oh. Trying to think of mine. Expand. Go ahead. Whatever.
Expand on what?
Your first hookup story.
Oh, you want me to tell it?
Yeah.
All right. It's really not that interesting, but like, okay, it was 8th grade.
Okay.
Let's give the girl a name. Rachel. We'll call her
Okay.
Rachel. So, you know, I was the big track athlete that I am. I was a stud. And, you know, as the season went on, you know, made it to state. Guess who also made it to state?
Rachel.
Rachel and her friends.
Okay.
And I was like, so, okay, this is kind of weird. Because, like, before
Rachel
this...
was Jenna.
No. Jenna was
I wish.
not athletic. But, it was, like, weird. Like, Rachel just broke up with one of my friends. Because they were, like, dating, but they weren't really dating.
Yeah.
But, like, I was kind of talking to her behind his back. Which, like,
Damn.
yeah, that's really bad, but, you know, that's
Hey,
how
fuck
things
it.
are. And so, like, we were kind of, like, planning it. Like, this was pre-planned. Like, she was like, oh, yeah, just come to my room after everybody leaves. And I was like, ah, ha, ha, okay. Okay. So, like, they do, like, room checks. So
Yeah.
to make sure everyone is in their room. So I had to go to my room, obviously, and wait a bit. But, like, my parents were still up, and I couldn't just leave. Or else they'd be like, where the fuck are you going?
Yeah.
And so I was like, aha, mom, I gotta go get my charger. I left it in my friend's room. And she's like, okay, hurry up. And I was like, walking down the hall. And, like, okay, this is like crazy too, because, like, on that day, this other girl that I was like, I thought I was in love with her, basically. She was like making out with one of my friends.
Damn.
And I was like, okay, I might as well just forget about that. But, like, she was walking down the hall as I was walking to Rachel's room, and I was like, damn, I forgot which room it was. So I asked her, and her face was all red and stuff, because, you know, she's like innocent, I guess.
Yeah.
Like, I was like, hey, what's Rachel's room? I forgot my charger. I sound like a complete dumbass. And she's like, oh yeah, I think it's like 214 or whatever. And so I walk in, and the first thing she says to me is, did you know that so and so were just making out on the stairwell? And I was like, yeah, I know. Damn. And I was like, okay. And so, you know, I'm like completely inexperienced in all this. I'm just, you know, an 8th grader. And so we sit down on the bed. And the first thing she says is, you can touch.
Damn.
I think those were her exact words.
Okay.
Maybe. And so she like grabbed my hand and she like slid it under his shirt, and I was basically grabbing some tits.
Okay.
And it was just like weird because we weren't like we never made out.
What?
We were just like, we had like we kissed.
Oh, but
a
it
bunch
wasn't
of
like.
times, but we never actually made out.
Yeah.
And so it just like kept following that order, I guess, until I was like, damn, I have to leave. And then we hugged, and then I left.
Damn.
I kind of prolonged that story longer than it needed to be.
Does this? Never mind. What was I gonna say? Is that like your first hookup or like first kiss or like what?
Yeah.
Both?
Yeah.
I remember. So my first kiss was you know Septemberfest in Schaumburg?
No.
What? Miles, do you know? All right. So you know my friend Jacob now, right?
Mm-hmm.
So me, Jacob, and my friend Enrico like went to Septemberfest like all 3 days like consecutively. Now this is where like pinnacle Colin fuckery was like but like was built and like founded. It's like you know how like I go to the mall and like I would like fuck around with people.
Yeah.
Like this is where it all started at Septemberfest with my friends. We would like I don't even know what I'd do. Like I can't even remember, but I remember this one time. Like we went to the Septemberfest for the sole purpose of trying to pick up girls.
Mm-hmm.
Cause like we were all like this is all I don't even know when this was. This was probably like 7th or 8th grade too. And like all I was like the most confident of the three of us. And I don't know what I'd do, but I just probably like I actually don't know what I did to like talk to people there. But I remember there's this one girl that I met. I still follow her on Instagram. Like I don't know how. I randomly found her on Instagram like a year ago. But I'm trying to think of how I'm pretty sure I just approached her and I was like I probably said some dumbass thing and then I was like, "Ah, can I have your snap?" So I got her snap, right? We talk a little bit, but then I'm like on the run because like I know I'm just trying to do some fuckery with my friends. And then that was an unsuccessful day, but I get home, right? I get home
Mm-hmm.
and that girl snaps me. And I'm like, "Oh shit, okay." And then she's like, "I wish we would have kissed." And I was like,
Oh,
"Damn
no.
it! God damn it, I ruined it. I missed my chance." And then I was like, "No." And then the magic happened. She's like, "I'm going tomorrow though." And I'm like, "Hey." And I was like, "That's," and like I wasn't even planning on going again. But literally just because of that, I went. I literally convinced Jacob to go again without telling him the reason. And so like we get there and like I remember she's texting me like, "Where are you?" And I'm like, "Oh, I'm here." And it was by the do you know that thing like where you sit in it and like your legs swing and it spins around and then it like rocks like a pendulum?
No.
Yes, you do.
No,
It's
I
like in a
don't.
circle. It's like a circle. A circle of seats facing in. It's like a pendulum. And then the people sitting also
Oh.
spin.
It's like a carnival ride.
Yeah, it's Septemberfest. It's like
Okay,
a
yeah.
carnival place. So I remember we met up in front of that, and I'm with my friend Jacob, and this girl, she walks up to me, and remember, Jacob has no idea what's going on, and she tries to mask it by saying, "My friend dared me to kiss you," and it was the quickest thing I've ever like. It was just like, and then like she just like went away,
Bruh.
and then my friend was like, "What just happened?" And I was like, I don't know. I don't know. And then it happens again. No, listen to this. This is 20 times funnier. I'm leaving, right?
Mm-hmm.
Like it's pretty much empty at this point. There's like a lot of people there, but it was like empty for our age group. So I'm walking away. My mom's there. I'm walking away. I still have a walk to like get to my mom. So I'm walking, and then like I literally hear it was out of a movie, right? She's like, "Wait!" And then she was like, and then it was so stupid. She runs up to me. She's like, "Wait!" And she's like, "My friend told me to kiss you, like goodbye." And then, no, it was so funny because like she had a guy with her. Wait, hello? Uh-oh. Damn, mid-story. Hold up. That sucks. Hello? Hello?
Hello?
Oh, I'm back. What did you? What's the last thing you heard?
Um, um,
Anyway, so alright, I'll just start. I'll do it quick. Well, I'm walking out. I'm by myself, walking to my mom's car, but she's like far away, so she's like she can't really see me at all. And
mhm.
she's like, I hear this girl running after me. She's like, wait! And then I turn around and it's her. And then she's like, my friend told me to kiss you goodbye.
Oh my god.
And I'm like, ah ha ha. And like I was kind of awkward, so I was like, okay. And there was a guy with her. I don't know if I like cucked him, and like that's why she's like running really fast to get to me or something. I don't know, but I remember the guy was trailing far behind, and he looked pretty stunned at what he saw.
Bruh.
But like that second time we kissed, it was like actually like,
Oh,
and I was
okay.
like, damn. And then like after that, I never saw her again. And no, funny story too. I went with, I don't know who it was, but I saw her at Frontier Days. And I was like, oh my god, wait, that's the girl that I like kissed for the first time. And so I tried going up to her and being like, do you remember me? And she said no. And I was like, my heart. And that right there made me realize like the fuckery that you can do. Cause like to her that was like nothing.
Mhm.
And like she completely forgot about it. I didn't. First hookup for me, probably actually Vider. Freshman year? Some people may know who this is, but for the sake of confidentiality. Well, oh no. This is we were able to drive. This is sophomore year. That's when you can drive, right?
Yeah.
All right, sophomore year. This person's in my study hall. We'll call her. What should we call her?
Fable.
Fable.
I don't even know
Fable's
if
in my
that's a
study
real
hall.
name.
Okay.
Okay.
I haven't talked to Fable ever, and this is like peak me like awkward,
Mhm.
and I was kind of like lonely, so I was like fuck it, I'll just talk to whoever talks to me. And so Fable is in my study hall. Never talked to her. I've seen her before,
Mhm.
and she adds me on Snapchat, and I was like instantly like talking about stuff. Like she was like, "Can you drive?" And I said no. And she's like, "Oh, I live close to you. Like I can be your chauffeur."
Ooh.
And I'm like, "Hey, wait, this girl kind of into me though." And so I was like, "Haha, yeah, you can." That never happened, but I remember I got invited. No. So we went to the movies. We went to the movies first. We were going to the movies, and then we were gonna meet up with some of her friends
Uh-huh.
at the mall. And so we sat in the back of the movie theater, and it was like the recliner seats.
Yeah.
And again, I'm still really fucking awkward. And we're just sitting next to each other. Like she clearly wanted me to make a move. I didn't.
Uh-huh.
Oh my god, wait, I didn't even kiss her this time. That's, oh my god, it just came back to me, the cringe. Alright, this is never before heard information about cringe me, okay?
Okay.
So PMC is hearing this for the first time, and whoever watches
I'm
this.
back. Wait, what's happening? I'm back. What happened?
I'm talking about just encounters with someone, like my first hookup basically. But encounters before it happened. So we're at the movies, we're at the movies and we're sitting in recliner seats, Miles.
Mm-hmm.
So there were these recliner seats, and they were big enough for like 2 people, sort of, barely. And she was like yawning, like she was bored, and I'm like, damn, I have to do something. And I just like jumped into her seat, basically, like next to her, nothing else. Like my hands were like at my sides, and we were like just squished like shoulder to shoulder. and I put my arm around her too, like just my left arm, but like it was it was so bad. Like she was like trying to like get up on me, like sort of, just like be closer. But I was just like a brick. And then I remember going to the mall with her friends, and one of them asked me like, "Oh, did you do anything?" And I said no. And then she's like, literally all of her friends called me an idiot. All of them. And so the next time I was like, all right, I cannot mess this up. I got invited to one of her friends' house where like that same group would be there. And now this certain someone's house, this may or may not give away any information, but he has let's say he has a basketball court in his basement. So he invited us to his house. Okay. And I'm like, damn, I cannot fuck this up. And I'm still cringe at this point. Like, I haven't talked about any of that stuff with anyone. But this group was like oddly very open with all of that stuff already. So we're all sitting in the small room. No. So we all went to play basketball. It was actually sick as hell. I remember like all the lights were off, and he had these like projecting green lights. It was like stars like across the whole thing. It was sick. And we were playing basketball on that. And cringe. Okay, so they're like, "Oh, we'll leave you two down here." And I'm like, "All right, here we go." And so she's like, we're next to, we're at a wall basically. And she's like, I was like, well, I kind of understand what they want us to do. And then I don't know what she said. It was just cringe. But then we started like going at it basically. And then like we like we kind of like sit down. And then it was like, damn, this is uncomfortable. So then we went back to this room. So we were watching a movie. They were watching a movie, and we joined them. And they're like, "Oh, you guys have fun?" And we're like, "Oh, shut up." And then like we sit next to each other on the couch. She's like laying on me this time, and I'm like, "Hey." And this was like where it actually like got real. Cause there was another couple in the room. If you guys know who.
I don't.
I don't.
You guys, okay, there's still a couple.
PMC.
They happen to still be a couple right now.
Okay, I think I know who you're talking about.
Wait, I don't.
Her name rhymes with Ricky.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, so they're in the room, and then the owner of the house, the host, is in the room, and then it's just like us. So the owner's just like sitting off to the side of the couch just by himself. And then the two couples are just like sitting on like the couches with each other. And the other couple just like they were just like going at it like in front of us. And that happened again at the movies, but that's a different story. But they were just going at it, and like we were like, we should probably leave. So we literally just like left the room and like let them do whatever they were gonna do. And then we get back, and then they're like, "Oh, we can leave for you two." And again, I'm cringe as fuck. I just freeze up, and then she's like, "Oh yeah, dude, please." And then they all left, and then like we started going at it, and of course they're still in there, and they're trying to like, I could see the owner like sneaking, like trying to look.
Yeah.
Like it was just funny. Like 'cause, like then the other couple were trying to like look too, and we were like made like a blockade, and we just like continued. But yeah, funny story. I could say one more, but like, here I'll say one more then, if no one has anything to say.
I don't know how to react to that.
Okay, all right. So here I'll give you something to fucking react to. We go to the movies, and you know the movie theaters. I forgot which one it is. It's like there's like a round table, and like there's like a round seat that like multiple people can sit at.
Oh, like the half round table, like yeah.
Yeah. Where is that at?
AMC.
See.
Yeah. So we had to reserve our seats, and like we got there, and all of them were taken. So we picked random ones, and we like stole the round table. There was 4 of us, me, the girl, and then Fable and the other couple. And this also was like where like first for me. Like there was this guy that walked up who reserved the seats, and he's like, "This isn't your seat," and we're all like, And then he's like, "It's okay, I'll sit over here."
Dang.
So it actually worked out. And anyway, so we're sitting on opposite ends of this little like round seating, and like the other couple just starts like going crazy. Like I swear to God, like there was this old guy to the left of us, like sitting in normal seats, and he was just staring. It was weird, but like they were just going at it, and then like of course Fable is like, we can't, like her smooth ass was just like, well, I don't want to lose to them.
Oh my god.
And then I started going at it too in a fucking movie theater, and people were watching. And she like, dude, in a fucking movie theater, she took my hand and like put it on her boob, and was like moving it around and stuff. That was a first for me. I was like, damn.
Wait, who is this? You have to put it in
Yeah,
chat.
I have no idea who this is.
You guys seriously don't have any idea?
I
No.
don't.
Damn, I hid this for so damn. Everybody forgot about this.
I literally have no idea.
Everybody forgot about this. It's hilarious. Some people remember. Jack Law remembers, but he doesn't know like that all this happened. So this is the first.
Oh, really? I
Yeah,
don't remember this happening.
yeah. I was like kind of just on my own, so I was kind of just like taking whatever. Well, like again, I have zero regrets. Cause like, that's like a big. That's so much. That's just like memories, you know.
Mhm.
Like that's something I'm always gonna remember. Dude, like this is really weird, but I still remember like how it like felt. It was like my first. I was like, oh my god. Yeah. And then after that was the fucking big blank girl. Pat, you know who I'm talking about?
Oh, I do.
That happened twice. She picked me up. We literally just instantly went to a parking lot and like did stuff. And then came you guys remember Elena?
No.
Elena Rabs?
No.
Ian Roslin dated her. If you're like a
Oh, wait,
super
is
short
she-
girl,
Inside
Did
Schultz.
she go to another school? I don't know. I've
she
never
goes
heard-
to a different school.
Yeah, I don't know like anyone. Not even people in our own school.
Damn. Anyway, so it was like Ian Roslin's like ex of like a while. And like literally I think it was within like I don't know when after it was, but she like found me on Instagram then Snapchat. And like she was like non-stop snapping me. Like she's so annoying. Like she literally like non-stop snapped me. And she was just weird. Like she would FaceTime me with her friend on the line. And like she'd be like, haha, I really want to have sex. And I'm like, okay, damn. I see what she's trying to get at. And so we went to the mall. And I got my confidence like at this point a little bit. So we're we're at Woodfield Mall. What's that pizza place?
Blaze.
No, not Blaze.
No,
It's next to across from Jimmy John's, I think.
It's like
Sabaros?
Sabaro.
Oh yeah, yeah.
Sabaros, yeah. So we're in there. We're in like this corner booth, and she FaceTimes her friend while we're like sitting next to each other in the booth, and this is where it got weird again. But like I was kind of okay with it. So she FaceTimes her friend, and like she's like, haha, like we're here right now, like he's here, and I think the friend was like, oh, he better not be doing anything to you, like jokingly, and I think her friend was like, he better not be like touching your ass or something, and she was like, gosh, like when guys play with my ass, it doesn't even turn me on, and I'm like, okay, like why the fuck am I here right now? Anyway, so like that gets hung up, and then she's like, you can do that, and I was like, hey, don't mind if I do. So like I just put my hand there, I wrapped it around, and like that's how he like ate the whole time.
Bruh.
And so yeah, Han was there, and then like I remember this was the first time like I was like, have you guys ever been like your balls like hurt? Like I think it's blue ball, but like it wasn't like that bad. But anyway, I was like, so we go up to like the I guess her dad like owns something with the level 257 place. So she literally just gives me a card for like $20 so we could play games. And I'm like, hey, don't mind if I do. And anyway, long story short, nothing happened there. But then I found out she's adopted first of all. And so her mom picks us up. And this girl did not care. She started kissing me in the back seat of her car
Ew.
when her mom was driving.
Ew.
Like I don't know if she saw it, but like that was the last time I ever saw her. That was the last time I ever saw her. After that, I was outie of that because she was just weird. No, so that actually transitions into Alex because like after I saw like I didn't see her again. Like that was a month in advance to our homecoming, junior year, and I think hers was a lot earlier. I forgot what school she goes to, but hers was a lot earlier, and she was like we were planning to go together to hers, and like we were gonna go to mine, like together. And like again, I still think she's like weird at this point. Like I was just like, hey, I was just trying to get my hookups in, and so I remember she was like planning it, but then like like we were all like getting texts too, like saying like that was when like Hannah and Westy, you know, like that's when that happened, and like Grace and Mark, that stuff. Like literally, it was a week before her homecoming. And that's when I get the text from like two of Alex's friends saying like, oh, like Alex wants to like go with you, or like not Alex wants to go with you. It was just like you should ask her, because you guys both don't have dates. And like I actually kind of like I wanted to go with her more than Elena, because I was like, Elena, like shut up, send me fucking 50 Snapchats. And so it's literally a week before hers, and I couldn't go with her to hers with the mind of Alex like on my mind. So kind of fucking canceled on her last minute. I'm pretty sure she bought my ticket too.
Damn.
Hey, King Nation.
Nation all the way.
King Nation. Yeah, but that transitioned into Alex, and then like then that home. Yeah, after that she never talked to me. She tried to again recently, but I was just like, okay. But yeah, and now Alex and I are together.
Happily ever after.
Happily ever after, hopefully. Unless you watched episode 1. Anyway, you guys have any other stories, random? I'm gonna title this one Storytelling, episode 2. We should just tell random stories.
Dude, I just found a bunch of like blood
What?
in my garbage can.
Okay. You guys want to hear me pee?
Don't you ask the audience?
Yeah, ask the viewers.
You guys want to hear me pee? Damn, they said no.
Do.
Anyway, as I'm peeing right now, any stories?
I got nothing.
Alright,
I
I
can
got
think
one.
of right now.
I got one. This is my first real, like, genuine hookup.
Yeah.
So, there's just something about Peoria. Like, it's just like really, like, I just get really horny there, I guess. Or like other people do. just like I don't know, the air in Peoria it's different down here. But this was last year, cross country state, and that was like the peak of our girls team, like in terms of like
State.
hotness.
Oh.
No, like just like hot girls on the team. Like little side story. I remember it was at that state, and there's like a couple of us, like just sort of random people, like sitting in one of the rooms, and we were just watching TV, and I was really bored, so I just left and I went looking for some of the girls, and I knocked on their door. I knocked on one of the girls' room's doors, and someone opens it, and I just walk in, and literally all the girls are like half naked. There's like there's like 9 or 10 of them, and I just walk in, and I sit down, and it didn't even like process in my mind until like after I left. I was literally just sitting there listening to their conversations while they were half naked. But
Bruh.
but and I was like, damn, I shouldn't leave, but I had to. But back to the original story. So, I don't know if I should use a real name. I don't think she cares. We'll call her. We'll call her Victoria.
Subtle.
So, so the whole day, Victoria was like acting really weird to me. Like she was like giving me random hugs, and like I remember there was this one time where I was like drinking water, and she wanted me to spit the water in her mouth,
What?
and I was like, okay, I ain't gonna do that, but like, kind of getting this vibe, right? So then it's like really late. It's like, well, it's like way past like our lights out time. It's like 11:30, and we're sitting in Danny Botcher's. Me and Danny Botcher were roommates, and
Okay.
so we were in my room. It was me, Victoria, Botcher, Sophie Dominguez, Matt Goss, and Julia Hornby. We were all in one room, and so I get into my bed. Okay, I'm literally just chilling, like just
Okay.
laying in my bed, and then she just like, she just gets into my bed, and I'm like, okay, what's going on? She's like, she's cuddling with me, and everyone else is in the other bed, and so we're literally just laying there, like watching TV, I think, and is like someone turned the lights off, and then Victoria told Julia, who's laying in the other bed with like Matt Goss and the others. She was like, "I'll make out with him if you make out with Matt." And then they both like agreed. And my dumb ass literally never made out with anyone before. I literally just blurted out, "I'm scared."
Oh my god.
And then she was like, "Scared of what?" And I literally I don't remember what I said. But, so we start going at it. And then, I'm pretty sure everyone was watching us because I didn't think it actually happened. But, like, I could just feel the eyes on me. It's like, damn, I gotta put on a good performance. So, like, they're going at it.
Alright, whoever's rubbing their microphone on their bed, please stop.
Okay. So, we were going at it, and then, Julia Hornberger and Matt Goss, they start going at it. And then Botcher and Sophie, they literally just run out of the room. And so, we're both going, and we stopped first. And for it had
Botcher.
to have been like 3 minutes No, it's definitely less, but it felt like 10. But we were just sitting there, and we were just watching them. We were watching Matt and Julia like go at it, and then I remember I was like texting Sophie Limbarakis like, "Hey, it's like, what? Can we come into you guys' room? Because it was like getting really awkward at this point." And she was like, "No, Katie's sleeping. You guys should too." And we were like, "Okay, we're going to the lobby with where like some of the people are, including Sophie and Botcher." And so we get into the elevator, and as it's going down, I'm like standing on one corner, and she walks up to me, and she says, "Please don't leave me." And she puts her arms around me, and we start making out again. As the elevator door is like opening, and I'm like, "Fuck, we gotta go." So we leave the elevator, we go to where everyone else is, and then she like goes somewhere, like off in some other part of the lobby, and she comes back, and she says, "I told Tim," and I'm like, "Fuck, I forgot." I was like, "Damn!" That like it literally never crossed my mind that she was still dating someone as this was happening. And I was like freaking out. I was like actually like scared. Like, damn, I was really that guy.
I, I remember that. I remember you texted me. Oh my god, I remember you texted me about it. About Tim.
I
No, it's okay. Tim
really
did the same.
true.
That's
But
true.
like, I was like scared if I go back to school because I thought he like beat the shit out of me.
That's what you said. You text me saying that you didn't want. You think he's gonna beat you up? Come on, dude,
But like,
Tim.
she told me that he said it was fine. I don't know
What?
why. No, like that's what she told me in like the morning. That
Damn, I feel bad
he was
for
like,
Tim's current relationship.
fine. But oh yeah, and then like we waited a bit, and I wanted to go to bed, so me and Botcher, we went up to our room, and I opened the door, and you know Julia and Matt were still going at it, and we just flick on the lights, and then you know they get out of there,
Hmm.
and apparently Matt was fingering Julia in Botcher's bed.
Botcher.
So Botcher was really pissed about that.
Is
But
Botcher,
I think
Okay.
so.
okay.
This is some exposure on PMC.
Hey, no one's gonna listen.
Hey, dude, after I would climb in that bed.
Yeah, and then she like, I thought she was gonna like actually sleep in my bed. Like she was still with me,
Kinda would've been cool though.
and we were like, I was like falling asleep. And I think I like woke up like a couple minutes later, and she was gone. So
Damn.
that's my story. Oh, and this is before we actually started making out, but we were still cuddling in my bed, and Mia Raftery walks in, and I'm like, "Mia, there's a spot for you right here." Me being the king
Oh
that I
my
am.
god.
And she was like, "Oh, I gotta," I don't know, I forgot what excuse she made, but she left. And I was like, "Damn, I'm sinking," but it's okay. I still got one other. So that's my story.
Damn.
Awkward silence.
That was not awkward silence.
So 2019.
2019 was a
year?
good year. There was many firsts in 2019.
It was
for
like
me.
it was a roller coaster, for me at least.
Why?
Well, you know, was that this year with like all that stuff with Ron?
Yeah.
That was crazy. Was it this year that I was like still dating Molly?
Were you really dating her though?
I I mean, we weren't. No.
Pat, I remember we went to the dollar store to buy her something.
Oh
Remember that? You were like, dude, I gotta get her something. But what was it for though? I forgot.
no, because it was Christmas time. Because that was around Rosemont
Hey,
time.
Yeah. Okay,
Hey,
yeah.
King Nation.
do
King
what it
Nation,
do.
King Nation. Dang, that was all this year. It was a long year.
Wait, no. No,
No, like,
no, that was last year.
well, like,
Technically.
yeah. Like, we were.
Junior
I don't
year,
even-
but it was last year technically.
Yeah. I don't really remember when I, like, Oh, no, I remember. It was when we went bowling.
Yeah, I remember that.
And I was fucking playing the arcade game, the shooter game.
Damn, dude. Hookups.
That was wild times.
There's just like some excitement to it, you know?
Yeah. What else happened in 2019?
Let's see. There was a lot of firsts for me. I think 2019 was the year I finally kind of got like confidence back. Cause like, did I say this in episode 1? But like sophomore, I tell you guys like freshman year and sophomore year were kind of like, and beginning of junior year were like not good years for me.
Mm-hmm.
That was like peak like my dad stuff, and like I never really cared about it. But I think it affected me, and I didn't realize it. Like, I don't give a fuck now, like... I never actually give a fuck about it, to be honest. Just like... No, here, this is what happened. He was still in the house, that's what I think. And so, like, it was just, like... bad. But, like, this year, the end of junior year and this year has been, like...
It's been a good year.
Yeah. I don't really recall what I did last summer, though. I don't think I...
This summer.
Exactly.
What
I don't
happened?
remember anything from this year.
Did we do anything crazy over the summer?
We went to Wesley's Lake House.
Was that it though?
Probably. We went to the beach.
Oh yeah, I was late to that.
That was a fail. That was
Yeah.
a big fail.
Major fail.
It wasn't a
But-
fail for me.
Why?
I waited for Alex to go because like she didn't want to drive
Oh,
that
yeah,
far by
yeah.
herself. Yeah.
You were there late, yeah.
I was there late. We met up with Westy, Hannah, Olivia, Robbie, and we had like cookies from this place. We had them, and then we went back to Alex's house, but Robbie didn't come, thank God.
Hmm.
And like
Wait,
we had like a bonfire sort of.
What?
You drove me, right?
Yeah, it was only almost crashed into like 5 times in the highway.
And then, because we didn't figure out, like, what was that part of the highway. Like, was there a stop
Mhm.
sign or what?
Almost crashed into the guy.
What else? What else happened this summer?
2019. Fuck. Academically,
Um,
senior year's actually been pretty good. But my effort is at an all-time low. Somehow. You know what's weird?
Hmm.
My effort has dwindled over the 4 years I've been here, but my grades have gone up. Can someone explain that to me?
I think
I'm
freshman
going on
year
my
was like
camera
my
roll.
peak grades.
Huh?
Freshman year was like my peak of like
Sophomore year was
freshman year
by
was
far
so
the worst
easy.
grades I've ever received in my life.
same.
Like, fucking chem.
Geometry. Wait, was that geometry?
Yeah, it
sophomore?
was. It was
Yeah.
fucking geometry with
Whew.
Mrs. fucking Worthington. Or at the time, Mrs. Aguilad.
Yeah, I'm gonna look at what happened this summer on my memories.
How do you do that?
Dang, I really got none.
Where do you go for that?
It's
Oh,
just
okay,
in
I see.
Snapchat.
November,
Oh, I helped Rich Ranka move.
October. October. Oh! Oh, here we go, here we go. Alright, I have some saved here. Alright.
I landed my first ollie. I remember at
Oh.
Patrick's house when we were playing basketball.
Yeah. Let's see. What is this?
Oh yeah, I wiped out this year.
Wiped out.
I wiped
Oh,
out on the
yeah.
skateboard. Because Liam told me to go down the hill, so I was like, okay.
Fuck, I completely forgot. It was my fucking birthday and I hung out with Alex. That
Oh,
was
I met Anne-Marie Jordan for the first time at Twin Lakes.
Dude, I have this video of Alex playing Happy Birthday for me on the ukulele.
I
It's
remember that.
It's like in my memory. Like it was like a perfect day. Like perfect video. Like holy shit. Like it's like perfect setting. Hold on. I'm gonna send it. It's crazy. Like it's literally like completely tranquility. Like the one time I fucking felt peace for real.
Yeah, I remember this.
Let's see what else we got here. A lot of baby. It's probably how I spend most of the time. Oh, I have this. I made this meme. Because everybody was saying Happy Father's Day on their story. So
Oh my god.
I took it upon myself.
Wait. Oh my god.
Wait, I could low-key compare myself to that picture for my body. I was wearing
Dude,
my
honestly, Westies
There you
Lake
go.
House was like one of the best weekends of my life.
That was cool. That was fun.
That was so fun.
Dude, the fucking Walmart. The ride to Walmart was so fucking long.
It was like 40 minutes.
You guys both fell asleep. I didn't.
No, I fell asleep on the way there, so then I would stay awake
Yeah.
the way back.
All the fucking play.
Yeah, and
It was worth it.
Jacqueline was like, alright guys, we shouldn't do this, guys.
Yeah. Yeah, that was fun. Going on the fucking lake.
On the pad thing.
Yeah, that was fun. The one time I actually enjoyed my time with the man. Did I actually have a progress picture I took earlier in July? I have a progress picture I took in. If you guys don't have a fucking body progress picture, do it right now in your underwear.
I did it. We'll just see if I lost weight like because of my teeth.
Yeah, I should have done that a while ago.
Yeah, I did mine because I thought I looked amazing in the mirror. So I was like, alright, time to take a picture, need to save it. It'll be interesting to see if I fucking grew at all. I honestly think I grew, I put on some muscle, but I don't know. Let's see what else. Oh, here we go. 4 a.m. I have a 4 a.m. snap. July 2019. Let's see what it is. Okay. Fucking depresso mode. Oh, I'm posting this on my story. Yeah, so Alex and I went out one night to play tennis,
Mm-hmm.
and I used her brother's bike. And dude, I felt so bad. So we went to this tennis court. It turned out it was closed. So we went to the
Wait,
next.
is this when you saw like Isaac or something?
Yeah.
You think you told me this in Milwaukee?
So we went to the next court and we see fucking like Steph, Isaac, Cam, like playing like football or something. I don't know what they were playing. And we played tennis. It was getting dark, and so we're heading back, and we're like 10 minutes by bike from our house, probably even 15. And I was fucking going, and my pedals stopped working. The train got lodged like in itself, and I like broke the fucking bike. And we had to walk it all the way back to her house, which is like double the time. And like we get back and like I literally have to take it upon my fucking self to say like my bike, like your bike is not working. And I remember it was Riley, a little, or he's a sophomore now.
Mhm.
And like the mom, like this is still like pretty early in like my going to her house stages too.
Yeah.
I was like, fuck. Her parents don't know I have a tattoo either. It's gonna be bad after I
Wait.
get my next one.
Was that this summer that we went to Marquette?
Was it late this summer?
Yeah, it was late.
Yeah, that was kind of fun though, not gonna lie.
That was
Yeah.
fun. That's why New York.
Dude, this is like we have to do it. Like we have to.
Mm-hmm.
Spring break?
I want to go to Colorado now, actually.
Oh yeah, see, I fucking dude. Listen, that's where I want to live when I'm older. I think that's just like what I think. It looks so fucking nice. Like longboarding there. Oh my god. And snowboarding too. Like it's hot, and then you go like fucking a couple miles to mountains. You can hike up the mountain, or you can find one to snowboard on. Like what? Yeah, Colorado or New York. Arizona's too hot.
Sorry.
Arizona's still cool, it's just like too hot. My brother's friend lives in Arizona now because that's where he wanted to go live. And he has a girlfriend that's like from there her whole life. And it's just funny because she came to our house. And she literally said that she's never seen so many trees in her life. And she was saying how a well-kept lawn in Arizona is literally just like how many rocks you have. And like how like the trees like cactus look in the front of your house. It's crazy. Yeah, I think Colorado's definitely the move. Like sure there's like the whole like you're gonna there's no like no one says like, oh, I'm gonna go to Colorado for like this big city.
Yeah.
It's just like chill. But there's obviously still like parties and stuff, but I can't see myself like living in the city. I want to live in the city in an apartment.
Facts. Apartment life seems so fun.
Yeah. But you have to get like the top floor so you don't get anyone above you.
Yeah.
But no, that's like my scheme, my ideal route. Like go to college, get a job with whatever degree I get, and then like get an apartment in a city with the job I have. And like maybe get a pet. And then once I make enough money, whoever I'm dating, like I'll be like living that apartment life. They can move in if they want to, whatever. But I feel like my apartment life is gonna be sick as hell. But then like you finally move out into like a home. But, like I wouldn't move into a home in the city. Do you guys want to live in the city?
Yeah.
It depends on which one.
Just like your ideal city, would you like live there your whole life?
Yeah, because you can walk everywhere. Unlike here, like in the suburbs, you have to drive everywhere.
True.
I don't know. I get, yeah. But
You're
I
like,
feel
oh, I
like
need to
if you
go to the
live in the
store.
city,
You just go downstairs.
yeah, true. I was gonna say if you live in the city, a lot of like the highlights of the city don't become really like highlights anymore just because you see it every day.
Mm-hmm.
Whereas like if you're in the suburbs, like people in the suburbs like the bean.
Well, dude, I've seen the bean once, and I'm already like, ew.
Yeah.
So, like it makes it less special, I think. I think I just have this vision in my head of like nightlife in the city. I love like night lights or lights at night.
Someone check in the Viator handbook if there is a rule that you can't wear a shirt.
What? What?
Someone check in the Viator handbook if there's a rule that you can just wear no shirt.
Oh, they can just go shirtless?
Mm-hmm.
It says you must wear a polo, I think. Doesn't say where though. What if I put it around my wrist?
Dude, do that.
Can you imagine like 20 of us just walk into school, polos on our wrists, just shirtless?
We're wearing the polo in the handbook.
You gotta get a
Stick to the
quick
handbook.
pump before, just to look big. Dude, I honestly don't know what I want for lifting.
I just want to be like fit.
Just want to be healthy.
Yeah.
Like,
I don't want to be Brandon Ingram.
who's that? I'm guessing he's big.
No, he's very skinny.
Oh,
He's lanky.
Mm-hmm.
what was I gonna say? Like, I really don't know. Cause my brother got to a point where he was like big and like strong. But, like, I didn't want to. I saw it and I was like, I don't want to be that big. But then like, where I am right now is like fine. But I don't know. I don't know what my goal is. I want to make my body look good.
This is.
But then like, yeah, there's that whole thing where it's like, you can only train yourself. Like, your body has natural limitations.
Mm-hmm.
But again, it takes a long time to reach that. And like, I'm sure it looks good. You know, that'll be my goal. I want to take my... No, because then that would be like being big. I was going to say take myself to my body's natural limitations. But then I'd just be big. I don't know. What's your guys' favorite body part to work out?
Legs.
What'd you say, Miles?
Arms.
Legs. Pat, you're a rare species.
I love leg day.
I kind of do too, actually. People dread it, but...
I just hate squatting.
Really?
Yeah,
I
I
love
don't like how it
squatting.
feels.
Dude, squatting is like when I get the most hype.
It's probably like my favorite exercise.
I don't know what my favorite exercise is.
I want a beef Wellington.
I kind of like dips.
I hate tips.
I can't even do dips.
Dips are kind of fun. I think that's
That
why, 'cause I
sounds
can do like a
bench
lot.
press.
I can do any.
New Year's. Fucking
New Year's.
Olivia Johnston. Forgot
Cheers,
to
Miles.
Most fun.
Who's even in our friend group?
her, Leah Peters, Faith.
I'm pretty
Sophie's
sure
out of
those.
town.
I'm pretty sure those two like groups are having like
Liz
have
Miller.
beef.
What?
Pretty sure like Mormon's group and their group have beef.
I was texting Jenna and they were trying to get him to go.
Oh really?
Yeah. Dude, I want to invite that girl group without the guys, but then like the guy group is gonna be like, they're stealing them from us. But like, I don't care. They're all
Don't
fucking
invite them.
simps.
Call them out. Call them out.
Okay, Lord Farquaad. I'm hungry. I had my last water bottle. Yo, I don't know what the fuck to do tomorrow. What if it is just 11 of us or 10 of us?
Exactly. I don't know.
Invite the whole Kairos group.
No, the people who don't have plans right now, this is like Gretchen,
Ugh.
Michelle Maslowski.
Mm.
Yeah, really throwing shade
Huh?
on our
No,
on
no,
this
no. I'm
public
saying I want
podcast.
Michelle. See, why are you laughing?
Cause I saw this funny thing on my phone.
Oh, okay.
See, why are you questioning me? Because you're just assuming that I'm laughing because
I'm sleepy.
I'm trying to play this game, but it's hard.
End the podcast.
End it.
how far are we?
An hour and 10 minutes.
End it.
We still have 2 more hours.
I'm gonna sleep.
Here, you take a quick 30-minute nap. Me and Kyle will talk for 30 minutes. You wake up. You'll be
I don't want to go
rejuvenated,
back away.
and then we'll continue the podcast.
But if you get another interesting topic, then there isn't. Then I'm leaving.
What interesting topic.
Exactly.
Alright, Miles.
Yeah.
Did you add a certain someone, or do you have a certain someone on Snap?
Yeah.
No, he said he did.
Oh, do you guys snap?
No, I don't snap anyone. I told you this.
Yeah.
Like, not even like my closest friends. I
Yeah,
hate
no, I don't-
Snapchat.
I snap, but like I don't actually like have conversations. Which is probably not.
That's why I hate it. So basically, I can't do anything.
Or you could hit her up. Be like, hey. So, me and you,
I think you're pretty cool.
dinner on Thursday. Outback Steakhouse. 7 o'clock.
Just the Outback Steakhouse.
What's wrong with Outback?
No, I like Outback, but what the...
See, I wish... Katie hates steak, so I can never take her to Outback Steakhouse.
Dude, she's telling me how she hates like all meat. But like,
Yeah,
if
she
it's there,
really
she'll
hates
eat it.
all
I'm like,
meat.
what the hell does
She
that even
really hates all meat.
Why?
Like, all meat. Like, all
Vegan?
meat. If you get what I'm putting down.
Oh.
All meat.
Damn.
Okay, damn Pat.
How long have
Damn.
you guys been together?
Almost 2 months.
That's right, bro.
See, like, Colin, today, I was really thinking about it, like, how I missed out.
Yeah,
Like-
she seems pretty cool.
Oh, man.
Damn. Is it too late though?
It's definitely
No.
too late.
You think it's too late?
It's definitely too late.
How do you know though?
Cause, like, what am I supposed to do?
I don't think it's too late.
I don't think it is either.
Because you guys are gonna go your separate ways anyway.
She doesn't even talk. Did she talk to you about Katie?
Oh, no.
I feel like, and
Yeah.
is that hypothetically her best friend?
Oh, yeah.
I don't know.
I can't just break things off suddenly.
Yeah, I know.
Well, you've been kind of forming it, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
'Cause you're like, oh yeah, you don't talk to me. Because she doesn't know you know like the testing or whatever.
Yeah.
And then you literally said like, she told you that she doesn't talk to you enough, so you can say that too.
I think it's too late. I think I might as well just ride this out.
Do you think she would though? If you did break up with Katie?
Definitely not. That's what I'm saying.
Why do you think
Yeah.
definitely not though?
Because it's your best friend.
Yeah, that's that. Never mind then.
I don't know. I don't know. I don't know, dude. I think
No,
I don't think it's
it's
today.
over. Dude, I was like, it's gonna sound so bad. It's gonna sound terrible. But like, when I drove her home,
Oh, like,
when like I got to her house, I had to force myself, like before she got out of the car, I had to force myself to not look at her because I thought that if I looked at her like dead in the eyes, I would have kissed her.
damn. Hopefully no one makes it this far.
Damn, what's your
Hold on,
guy?
I'm gonna say something honestly, okay? I'm not gonna say it out on this podcast, okay? I'm gonna text it in PMC.
Why not?
Cause
This is the
What?
no,
podcast.
listen. Okay, just wait.
Okay.
What? Let's see what this is.
This guy really keeping everything from the viewers.
Okay, well, kinda have to.
Here, we'll see what it is first.
I'm watching a guy make fried chicken. Damn, this is about to be a paragraph. No,
I actually
he
don't
already told
know.
me. He already told me he doesn't tell anyone.
Okay, I'm just saying he has a reputation.
He didn't tell anyone about our thing.
Alright,
Like the last one, he didn't tell anyone about it.
alright. Just making sure. For pet's sake.
Or maybe that's like a good thing. Maybe it's a sign from God that he wants someone to tell.
Yeah.
God's plan.
Oh, yo, we were listening to that.
Yeah. Oh, yo, it's all connected.
Damn.
Live the fourth. Dude, this guy marinated his celery in a Heineken glass.
What? Okay. Miles, have you had a crush before this?
Yeah,
From someone at Vider?
yeah.
What?
But
Care,
like,
t-
I
care to expand? At first, we know it's over. Unless there is still something there. But like,
oh no, it's definitely over. 'Cause
okay,
this person is no, but like no, it was like so like we talked a little bit, but like it wasn't like a like what it is like what I'm thinking of now. You know what I mean?
What?
Like it's not the same like as what's happening now.
Okay.
It's like it's just like a it's kind of like a
Just like
observatory.
yeah.
Like
But
we
still,
talk sometimes
yeah,
like
I know what you
that.
mean. But still, though, care to expand?
Like
With that preface, we know it wasn't like super serious.
like do you want the name now?
Hey, I mean,
Yeah.
if you wanna open up,
Expand.
No, but okay, I'll say it because it wasn't like anything.
okay. I thought it wasn't anything.
Dude, I bet you guys are gonna think it's some like it's like you guys are gonna think Gretchen.
What?
No, I'm just kidding. No, it was Julia Lafredo.
Oh, okay.
Okay, Miles.
Okay.
So like we talked a little bit, and we were in a lot of classes together, but it wasn't like nothing. I added her on Snapchat, but you know I don't snap anyone because I hate people sending just pictures. So it just nothing happened.
Julia?
That's my story.
Pets, do you have any at Viator?
Did I have any
besides,
fighter?
besides the coop.
Dude, I probably have like 50.
Oh my god. Besides the coop and the
I'd have,
person I Snapchatted for you.
oh, my girl. I'd have to like go through like some list to like
Oh
point it
my
out
god.
because
Do you know who like the first one?
the first one. Oh man, that's like. Mm, I honestly don't remember. I haven't. Dude,
Do
it's been
you remember
it's
any
gone
early
by.
ones, just early?
Um, Megan Martin, but like, you know.
Dude, how does your body parts like fall asleep? Because my arm is destroyed right now.
I actually haven't really had one. Like,
Dude, like for me, I don't easily get attached.
Dude, I've gone through so many.
for me, it's kind of just like, no, because I came into high school thinking like, I'm just gonna hook up, like I'm not gonna get attached to anyone. So then I literally didn't until Alex.
Mm-hmm.
I was riding out what I thought it would be like until junior year.
Okay, I'm gonna be honest here. After like what happened with Molly, I just thought like I don't have that like I'm just like not that person, you know, like you were saying, I can't get attached. Like I just don't have that level of commitment.
Yeah.
And then Katie came along, and for like the first month and a half, it's like damn, I'm like I think this will like be something. Like right now, I'm like starting to hit that feeling again.
Yeah. I don't know. I mean, like I told you, like I don't even know what Alex and I did in fucking 2 months, to be honest. Well, that's also partly because like I noticed she was like the person that wanted to wait for stuff,
Hmm.
but like for sure, like, well, did you guys talked before, right? You guys were dating.
Yeah, kind of.
Yeah, I don't know.
Okay.
Yeah, I think I've made a choice of just like my dilemma.
Hmm.
I'm just gonna ride it out.
Oh shit.
Cause like honestly, if anything, it's like how I was saying, oh like what if I regret staying, and then like we break up later.
Hmm.
I feel like if there was definitely gonna be a break point, it would happen in college.
True.
So then it's like, all right, I can ride out till then, and then if it's good in college, then hey, keep going. But then like I feel like that FOMO will always be there.
True.
FOMO.
Like what did I miss?
Hmm.
So
Dude, I looked in my mouth again, and there's actual holes in my mouth.
there's what?
There's actual holes in my mouth. I don't know if it's supposed to be like that.
I feel like women changed our group, like our whole group.
True.
We
We've like
lived in harmony before.
there's like a literal like it's been ups and downs.
Yeah. There's been a lot of ups and downs. Damn.
Damn.
Dang, we really did live in harmony though.
We did, actually. We actually did.
Dude, Isn't it a coincidence that once Gino left, everything changed? Coincidence? I think not.
I miss Gino.
Dude, he would have been the PMCG.
I wonder who Gino. Gino, I swear to God, Gino always talked about like girls and just being like, oh, dude, I would definitely like. I forgot who though. He made fun of people too. He was so funny. Definitely someone you don't forget.
Mm-hmm.
I wonder what he's doing right now. Probably sleeping.
Well, he's in the Philippines, so
Oh, he is.
Then he's
Still?
awake.
I don't. Yeah, he wasn't on for 4 hours though.
I honestly feel like if you hung out with him again, he'd be completely different.
I don't think so.
But yeah, he seems the same.
He seems the
Yeah.
same, but like in person.
It just seems like he smokes more.
Yeah.
That's like the only difference.
I remember that one time he went on Discord and he was talking about how someone like got shot or something. It was like, and like he got his gun.
Mm-hmm.
Remember he was like
No,
diehard
wait.
Trump, but then
No.
then randomly he was like, nah, I don't like him.
Wait, was it when we were on Skype and he was in Wisconsin and like everyone thought there was like a murderer outside?
No, that's what I was talking about.
No, yeah, it was Skype. It was
That was Skype.
Yeah.
Yeah, we were still on Skype. Dude, the fucking internet has accredited so many memories to me, it's crazy. Like, think about if you just, like, if you didn't know what Skype was, or, like, you didn't know your friends used Discord. Or you just thought it was stupid.
Mm-hmm.
All the things you miss out on. The internet was not an invention.
The airplane. Wait, was it? The airplane wasn't an invention or something?
I don't know.
Who said that?
Well, Gino was like, the things were already there, so it's not an invention. Because that's what fucking Mr. Hogendorf said. He's like, it was already there. Like, no. I remember at the beginning of the year, he'd be like, I always win arguments. As soon as like trying to take argument, I could convince you guys that the grass is actually blue. Or something like that. I still remember him saying that, and I'm like, shut the fuck up.
No, I remember there's this one argument that he lost to Owen, I think. It was about like something about like God's plan, like actually. And it's like God doesn't want like if God wants me to hit Jack Mahoney in the head with a chair,
Oh, I remember
then
that!
I won't get punished, right? And then Owen was like, well, what if God wanted you to punish? Well, what if God wanted you to be punished? And then I remember this so clearly. He was like, I think he said like okay or something, but then someone sneezed. And then he was like, bless you. And then there was like this 10-second pause, and he moved on to the next thing, as if Owen never said anything. And then like, damn, you got your ass.
Yeah. Looking easy out. The only time he actually like got someone good was like he's like, you hate poor people. That was so funny. Hey, higher wages, more
Higher
children,
wages, more children,
More children.
more workers.
more children, more workers, lower wages, less workers, less workers,
No,
No.
lower wages, less children,
less workers, higher wages.
We should
Yeah.
have game segments on the PMC podcast.
We should have put our YOLOs in.
Bro, why is so many people up right now?
Like,
Who's up?
I had 15 views on my story from 30 minutes ago.
Dude, I saw this tweet like an hour ago. It was like, why was everybody up at 3 a.m. last night?
Damn.
What's a game we can play?
Mad Gab.
What's that?
I played it in math class with Pat.
We can play for the PMC podcast?
Yeah, it's literally just over a microphone.
Okay, what is it?
So, for example, there's like it'll be like a sentence, a word, or like a short phrase.
Mm-hmm.
So like I'll say literally like, all right, here's an example. The word. So like I'm not gonna tell you the word, but like just for an example, the word is Michael Jackson. Okay.
Mm-hmm.
You can change Michael Jackson to be like Mike, Ol, Jax, on.
Okay.
So like, if you didn't know that it was Michael Jackson, I would tell you like that second part, and like you have to like say it in your head or like say it out loud to like get what I'm trying to actually say. If that makes sense. So here, you'll get it as you go along, because Pat understands it. So here. What am I saying? Abe, you,
Abraham Lincoln.
Team Arc. Abe, you, Team Arc.
I already hate this game.
Beauty mark.
Yep.
Hey.
You see, Miles?
How did you know that? Wait, say, what was it?
It was a beauty mark, but the words were Abe, you, Team Arc. You usually like try to say it fast.
I hate this.
Alright, here we go. Aid, R, crank, loud. Aid,
Adar
R,
Crank Loud.
Adar, crank, loud.
Adar Crank Loud.
It's funny because I know what you're trying to say, and you're saying it, but you don't get it.
What do you mean? I got it. Adar Crank Loud.
Adolf Hitler.
Aid, R, crank, loud.
Adar Crank Loud. What else is there to say?
Yeah, it sounds off, Miles. It seems like you don't have it. Adar, crank, loud.
Gaydar Rank Loud.
Adar, crank, loud. Is this one too hard for you guys?
Dude, the first one was hard.
Adar, crank, loud.
I quit.
Alright, it was a dark rain cloud.
Adar Rank Loud. I said it.
A dark crank cloud. Alright, here we go. Here, this is easy. Ale of huff air.
A puff of air.
No, ale of huff air.
Ale of puff air.
Oh,
A love affair.
yeah. Oh, Miles, where were you at?
I quit.
You said you wanted to play a game.
Just do something else.
Fine, play the game of life. Except you always lose at the end, because you're gonna die.
Oh my god.
Or is that a win? You don't know. Is it a win or a lose to die?
I don't know.
What happens after we die? As we listen to the ocean waves. Alright, I say we leave that question for next week.
Tune in next week if you want to figure out what happens after you die.
And the meaning of life. And why your crush doesn't like you back. Miles, any closing words?
Oh, this is the end?
Did you want to keep going?
I don't care. I'm like wide awake though.
My mom said I had to get up early, but I don't know how early.
I have to get up at 6:30, so I don't know if I should go to sleep.
Wait, for what?
I have to babysit.
At 6:30?
Yeah.
Children don't need attention.
Alright, should Should we close it then?
Up to you.
Do we have anything else? This is episode 2.
I have something to say.
What?
I joined Snapchat on April 22nd, 2014.
Okay. That video you put on your story of road dabbing for like a
I cut it
second.
just, yeah, I cut it first. It was just him
Yeah,
dabbing.
it looks like. It's so fast. That's crazy. That is crazy. I have one thing to tell you. Alright. I think we call it.
Alright,
Oh,
guys.
they already ended it.
No. Alright, we'll get final, at the end, we'll get final closing statements from everybody. Who wants to go first?
I'll go first. It's not okay to say the N-word if you're white.
Alright.
Well, guys. This is our last podcast of the decade.
Oh, true. Damn, true.
You know,
Wait, hold on. We should say like one goal for 2020,
true.
so then we can look back at this.
To not go to
Money.
college every day hating it. Boom.
Okay.
That's a good goal, actually. I have to think. Hey, everyone who watches this podcast, comment below your goal for 2020, and you can come back at this and look at
Or
it.
the decade. Or the decade.
And look at the 0 comments that are on this video.
Yeah.
Because no one's
Dude,
gonna watch
dude,
this.
next decade we're gonna... Dude, next decade we're gonna be 27.
Fuck.
Oh my god.
Fuck.
27? Are you kidding me? 27.
The thing is, though, it's like gonna fly by.
27. 27. Like,
gonna be
that's like
exactly the
marriage
same.
age.
I feel
That's
like I'm
like
gonna be
marriage
same.
age.
No, people get married already.
Dude, 27.
That's like kid age. Oh no, it's not kid age, but like that's getting close where it's like almost a thing.
That's when you're in your prime in the NBA.
Yeah.
Then you're gonna be in our prime.
Damn. I'm gonna be able to dunk. Dude, that's my decade goal.
For the whole decade.
Just one dunk. No, I honestly think I'll be able to do it within a short amount of time. No, I'm not even 2 in.
Dude, Sam saw my story.
Bro, I'm not. Dude, it's gonna become a thing.
Dude, 4 people have seen my story.
Alright, alright, actual, alright, Miles said his goal. My goal is gonna be, I want to not be mentally unstable as I am now, alright?
I keep on watching my
I am not
story.
mentally unstable. I want to be mentally stable for the rest of this decade. I don't want anything bad to happen. Like, bad stuff's gonna happen. That's inevitable.
Oh, wait, is this decade goal or like New Year goal?
Both.
Yeah, I'm confused.
You can do both. You can do both.
Okay, well, my New Year goal is to make sure that when I leave high school, I made every moment count within these next few months.
Yo, damn, fucking dude, we're gonna be done. Holy shit. Alright, my goal for this year, 2020, is I just wanna like live it up, you know? I feel like this is the year to just like live it up.
It's the roaring 20s.
True. I feel like this is like, I just want to live it up in high school, especially. And I want to just figure my shit out for college.
Facts.
I want to, alright, here we go. So I want to just like live it up, basically, and at least attend one college party.
At least one.
Just for this year. They're probably gonna happen like as soon as you get there, but I want to, I want to get into an exclusive one. Are any of you guys gonna join a frat?
No.
Probably not.
Yeah, I'm not.
That's too like fuckboyish.
Frat boy. Anyway, decade goal. When I'm in 10 years from now, basically, what do you want to be doing? 10 years from now, I want to have a stable job that I enjoy going to, or enjoy doing. Maybe I'm not even going to it. It's at home or something. That's what I want to do. I want to have a job that I'm actually like happy or okay with doing, and don't hate it. So like think about it. In 10 years, we're gonna be in the workforce. So like,
Damn.
I just don't want to hate it. That's my decade goal. And maybe like see where I'm at financially. Maybe even like get a fucking house or something. Or like rent. Anyway, any other decade goals? Before we sign
To
off.
not be on the street.
To not be on the street. I think everybody
To
has
have
that
6
goal.
children.
Okay, Miles. Thanks for completely ruining the authenticity of this fucking experience by saying your bullshit goals. Very funny. I'm sure you made all of the 0 viewers laugh.
Fine. Wait, okay, let me think. Oh, my goal? Wait. My goal is to hopefully... Wait, I don't know. Because, like, this is really unrealistic. It's kind of bad, but whatever. Wait, never mind.
Okay.
My goal is to... hopefully... Wait, like, at the end of 10 years, or, like, during the decade?
It could be either. I did mine at the end, but
Okay, at the end, I'll probably want to be like in a stable relationship and watching the Chicago Bulls win the NBA championship. But it's probably not gonna happen. So, 10 years though.
Pat, did you say your decade one?
Yeah.
I can't wait, what the fuck? Oh yeah, not on the street. Alright. Who wants to close this out? And then just say, I'll stop recording once you're done saying what you're saying.
Okay.
Episode 2, last one of the decade.
Am I doing it?
If you want, go ahead.
Okay. I'll do this quote, and then. I got nothing.
Alright. I hope everybody. This will pop up in someone's recommended in a year from now. This video. And everybody's recommended. You know how it does that randomly?
Yeah.
So I hope whoever watches this in the future. Because like technically whoever watches this is going to be in the future. Anyone who watches this is in the future.
I hope Jim McCurdy's still alive.
I hope. People of the future.
Oh no! Wait, let's have death predictions.
Oh my god, I'm trying to go to sleep.
Wait, just one.
Alright, here we go.
just
I got one.
Just one.
Queen Elizabeth.
My God.
Johnny Depp. Johnny Depp. That's my prediction.
Bro, Queen Elizabeth II, you know how old she is?
Betty White. That's a safe bet.
Oh my god.
Clint
Queen,
Eastwood.
Queen Elizabeth II is 93 years old.
Dude, how about Betty White?
How old is Betty White? 97.
She's 90. Dude, yeah, I bet Betty White.
Yeah, she doesn't even look that bad for 97 though.
Oh, Colin, dang. You
Oh,
wanna get
never
up
mind.
on Betty White?
I'm going Clint Eastwood.
Clint Eastwood? That's a big one.
No, but I
89.
said Johnny Depp.
Alright, oh, that's final one. People of the future, please end Fortnite. That's all I gotta say. I hope it's done by the time whoever sees this. At whatever time you get this and you recommend it or some shit, I don't know. Just please, let it stop. The pain and suffering I go through every day. Having to look at Fortnite memes or a kid doing a Fortnite dance. It's gonna make me go crazy. That's all I gotta say.
And that is the end of the
2019.
PMC podcast and of 2019.
Alright. Bye bye, everybody. See you in
Peace
the next
out.
decade.